ClassMarker is the tool that I chose, and it is a site that makes making tests and taking tests easy for both teachers and students. The cost of the site for teachers is free unless you want to build up on your package. Then, of course, the price goes up. For businesses, it starts at almost $40, but for educators, it's free. So this is a free site. You get to make tests, you get to take tests, and you get to see the results from your students' test right off the bat, so they're sent directly to you. Well, now that you know a little bit about what ClassMarker is, I'm going to give you a couple different ways that you could use it in an elementary, middle school, or high school classroom, and a special education classroom. So in elementary, a teacher could make a test after an English lesson, or any subject for that matter. And on ClassMarker, it could be a multiple choice, a short answer, or many different options to the answers. This allows students to answer the questions that may be asked. For middle school, I thought that an exit ticket would be nice for the students to be able to use this site for. Teachers get to make the tests on their plan period or make a short quiz right after you have finished the lesson. The students will be able to take the quiz online on any electronic device, which is super nice for the students. Then you'll have them answer, and the grades will come right to you, so you know as soon as they're done taking it if they know the material or not, or if they weren't paying attention during class. For high school, I thought it would be a fun thing to do is make the final on ClassMarker so that the students can take it on their devices and they'll have as much time as they want to take it in that class period. This allows the students to be able to skip questions, and if you set it up right, the students will know if they got that question right or not right after they click submit to the question. So you can set it up on ClassMarker to make the answers of the questions show up as soon as they submit the question. So that's nice for high schoolers to know what their grade is as they go. Also, another thing for high school is doing ClassMarker for pre-test. So then you know exactly what you need to teach your class, and you can see right then if they know what you're about to teach for the year or not, which is very, very helpful. Okay, so now that you know how ClassMarker kind of works and how it's set up, I'm going to show you how to use it on the actual ClassMarker site. So I have logged into my account, and I have the free account, so I'm restricted in some ways, but not very many. So on ClassMarker, you create tests, then you assign it to groups that is in each classroom, so you'll have a group for each classroom, and then analyze results. So this is where this right here is where your results from the tests are sent. So you click Create Test, and then you pick a test name, so ClassMarker Tutorial, and then you start adding questions. So we're going to start adding our questions, but first you can type your test instructions. So if you have any instructions that you need to give your students before you take the test, or if something's misspelled on the test, you can just say number 5, this word's misspelled, so they know exactly what to do on their test. But for questions, you have fixed questions. You're going to add a new one. And then here's all the types of questions that you can do. Multiple choice, true or false, matching, free text, grammar, and essay questions. So you just pick the one you want, and then you add your question right here. So your question, and then your answers would go right here. And you can add more options if A, B, C, and D aren't enough. And then you save it. You have to click which one's right. So I'm just going to say option A is right. It doesn't say anything on here, but as a teacher you can just add whatever the answer is. So I've just added the answers to it. So great, good, bad, or okay. And I picked A as the answer. So now they have that as the answer. So when they take the test, it should send that to you and you can tell if they get it right or not. True and false, same type of thing. You put the question in and then you say which one is right, true or false. You just click right here if it's false. Matching, you just put your question right there, you give the clues, and then they match it up with the answer. Grammar, you put the incorrect version and then you type the correct version. Essays, same thing, you write the question and then they write their answer on their test. So that's all the question types. I'm going to go back to my dashboard where everything is started, and over here where it says My Data, you can see I have created 2 tests, 1 question, categories, files, certificates, assistants. Groups would be the classrooms that you pick, and the results are going to be the results from your students. To assign, you can do it a couple different ways. You pick the test that you want, and then you add to group or via link, so you can send them a link in their email, or you can just, they can log on. They have their own ClassMarker login, and they log on to your classroom, and that's how they do that. I'm going to go back to my dashboard for you. And the one thing that I would very highly recommend is watching this video, ClassMarker help videos, and step-by-step user manual. These are very helpful in setting up your ClassMarker and how to use it. It's pretty simple. Just create your tests, add your group, and away you go. And here are my credits. My name is Faith Manning. ClassMarker is the tool being reviewed, and Screencast-O-Matic is the tool I used to record this video.